Hey everybody, I'm going to make something that's kind of a mixture between this and this one today. I'm going to be using the bigger glass out of this and the cute little bunny. Maybe one candlestick and one candle holder. Actually 2 candle holders. I'm going to go over the supplies that I will use for this. One of the things you'll need is some reindeer moss or any type of moss. I've got this moss mixture. I've also got the moss collection. Now these came from Joann Fabrics. Reindeer moss you can get at Dollar Tree. This floral ribbon I actually got at Walmart. It's burlap and lace. But I also have the Dollar Tree brand as well. And that's what I used to put on the candle. Also these flowers, and they came from Walmart. I want to say they were $2, $1.98. I'm going to be using some of these eggs. These are from the Dollar Tree. These are pink and gold. These are green and gold. And these are kind of just really gold. I think they're a little bit of gold and purple. I also have some of these larger eggs, but I don't think I'm going to actually end up using those. This is some of the onion grass with butterflies that come from the Dollar Tree. The bunny. And the ceramic comes with paint colors. These miniature mushrooms. Now you can get these at Joann's or Michael's. I think they're only at $2, maybe $2.99 at the most. And of course, in the last several weeks, all the fairy stuff has been 40% off. Of course, a candlestick holder. 2 of these candle holders. Of course, some glue sticks. I've got the Gorilla Glue, and I've also got the longer full-size glue sticks, so I don't have to fill it up as often. And I've got the glue gun in the background, heating up. A pair of pliers to get the little hanging part out of the bunny out. A pair of scissors. At least the glass that we'll be using. And I cleaned that out with just some glass cleaner before I started the video. I forgot, I do have this Heather bundle, and this is actually from Hobby Lobby. It was $1.99 and it was 40% off. And I'm also going to use one of these LED pillar candles from the Dollar Tree. It does have a changeable battery in it, where you can turn it on and off. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to actually paint these, the color, desired color. These were a pink color, and it's a matte finish. I used the Valspar Color Radiance flat. This is called Rosy Cheeks. It's really pretty. The one I'm going to use today is called Lavender Lake. And we're going to spray this and 2 of these. One thing I didn't mention using is the E6000. You can either use that or you can hot glue the candlestick to the candle holder. And they're in that nice purple color. Alright. This is just a floral block, and what I did before was I cut off part of it to use to kind of set the bunny up higher. And I've got a craft knife, and these are from the Dollar Tree as well. You get 3 for $1. And it doesn't have to be perfect because obviously you're going to cover it up with the moss and everything anyway. So I just cut around it and then kind of broke it off. Now our bunny, we're going to paint him brown. So we're going to take him out of the pack. remove that little hanger. You can either do it before or after you paint him. I kind of like to do it before, and I just kind of wiggle it out because it will sometimes chip at the top. Now after you've painted him once, he'll kind of look light brown and kind of still chocolatey brown. And when I've done 2 coats of a flat brown, this is what he ends up looking like. And you got to kind of make sure you get up under his ears back here and up under his paw. And so he'll sit nicely on this little piece of floral foam. And all I'm going to do for him is just hot glue him on there. And I always want to kind of check to make sure that whatever I'm putting in there is going to fit. I'm going to take these 2 little pieces and kind of glue them together. I guess I could have just made my foam just a little bit bigger, but I'd rather kind of add to it, because then it's easier to take it away from this. Before it's all said and done, we'll end up gluing this to this. Off another piece. And that's just a little bit high, so I'm going to shave some off of that. And I kind of go to whichever side's the flattest. Although, like I say, it won't really matter in the end because we're going to cover it all up anyway. I'm just going to kind of stick that down into the floral foam. And once again, we're going to try to make sure that it's short enough, and it's not. So, go back. See if I can move any of my flower pieces up, because a lot of these will move. So this little piece of heather here will move up further, and so will this greenery right here, and then these will follow. And then I can turn around and cut off again. And it's still a little on the taller side. With the last one, what I ended up doing was I actually cut some of it at the top to where you really couldn't tell. And that just hits right up at the top now. Alright, so I'll get out my reindeer moss. Some of this is kind of long and sticks together. I'm just kind of cut it up a little. And all we're going to do is stick it to the foam. So I'll take my hot glue gun. And I'm just going to work kind of in small sections at a time. It's also good to have like a little popsicle stick. So you can kind of push it down on there. Some of it's thick enough where it won't matter, but and then I still kind of trim the edges so I can use that with the next part. And a lot of times I'll even go back and put just a little bit of hot glue where that heather went in there, just so that'll secure it as well. Alright, so there we got part of that covered. Alright, so now for a little bit of interest, I'm going to add a little bit of the other moss. And this one's a little bit fluffier, I guess you could say. This looks like a really good piece right here. One around through here until I feel like I've got it all covered really well. Any of these little areas with the moss that I can. I'm going to put just a little bit in here and try to push this together because I want to add some, at least 1 or 2 eggs to this. Alright, so here we got him covered. Now this other bag has some different colors in it as well. There's a little bit of purple, a little bit of this light green. So I'm going to try to just throw in this little bit of purple somewhere. Maybe just right here. Maybe a little bit of this light green right here. Now I did spray these down with like a polyurethane, but as you can see, even when I accidentally got a little bit of hot glue on there, it still pulled off that paint. But that part's not going to matter because we're going to cover it up anyway. Thank goodness. Alright, so I'm going to put this on here. Make sure one last time everything will go inside this dish. And it does. Now if you're making a card or anything, everything's always in best interest of 3s. It appeals to the eye. That's what they say. So I'm going to try to put some of these eggs strategically around our little chocolate bunny. I guess we'll put one more right up there at the front. And you kind of just have to hold them there just for a second. Just to wait for that hot glue to dry just a little bit. Now you can barely just see on the top where the thing was removed. And so I feel like when you look inside of the glass, you're not really going to notice that, so I'm just going to leave it. There are some of them that in order to hide that, like on this little duck, I put a little bow on top of his head. I just made it, attached it with glue on there. And this is with that off-white and that pearlescent, pearl mist finish. Right, so that looks pretty good. Actually, I am going to go ahead and glue this down. Glue from this side. 6,000 for the bottom, but I'm just going to use the hot glue for the top. I'm going to give it a generous amount. I'm going to try to make sure that's as even. We're not going to pick this one up, so it's not going to be kind of like a cloche where you would pick it up. It's going to be made this way. So. Alright, so we're going to take off the paper that's on there. take our ribbon. And I just take it around until it'll overlap slightly. And I'm just going to hot glue it on. There. Hold that down for just a minute. And we'll take the little flower, and I'm going to put it on that side, and that'll kind of hide that lip even. And these were back in Walmart's fabric section, where the buttons were actually. Alright, so there's our candle decorated. I'll pull that out. Turn that on. And it works, but at first it wasn't going to. Alright, so I found one of my little mushrooms that I wanted to put in there. And it does just kind of add some color to it. So it's just that little mushroom on a wire. I'm going to cut part of that wire off and then just add that down into the floral foam. Kind of just adds a little interest in there. I think I'm going to put another one in there. And these can go a long way if you hardly, even if you just use one or two here and there in your fairy garden. Alright, so there and one there. Alright, here's the finished product. Thanks so much for taking the time out to spend with me today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please hit like and subscribe. I'll be making more things soon and uploading some videos. If there's anything in particular you want to see, just let me know. And thanks again for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.